This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Frank Salicandra. Do you know that pianos of the same make and model sound different? Since buying a grand piano is a once-in-a-lifetime investment, we show 4 of each popular model of Yamaha and Kawai grand pianos so you can choose the sound you like best. With our full service and low prices, we make many friends and happy customers. Come to New Jersey Piano and Organ. You'll be happy too. Pennsylvania 923-2508, New Jersey 428-5770.
This man just loves the holiday season. He's a Silo store manager, and Silo is all set to kick off the season with a great holiday sale. To get ready, he's cutting prices on appliances, TVs, and audio equipment, because he knows his customers will just love all the special holiday savings. Silo store managers just can't wait to let you in for the holiday kickoff sale.
What a way to spend the holidays.
Thinking of starting a small business in Camden County, New Jersey? There's free help for you at Community Assistance for Small Business. Cut through government red tape. Understand the regulations. Call Community Assistance for Small Business.
Let's have a glass of wine. We're going to eat a little bit. Holy mackerel.
For you? Walk on in. Isn't that wonderful?
With Parmigiano. Parmigiano is very important. With the Parmigiano cheese. With the cheese.
WKBS, Burlington, Philadelphia.
Good morning.
What's the news of the day?
Oh, chaos, mayhem, disaster.
Well, I'll get the details at the station, so don't tell me any more. I don't want to hear it twice.
Well, you're up early this morning?
Yes, I'm meeting Nancy Carr first thing this morning to discuss some news special she'll be doing for WMOA.
Oh, is she going to be broadcasting again?
From time to time, yes. You and Raven have breakfast?
Well, no, Raven is still asleep.
Then perhaps she'll rise in time for lunch.
Well, she's not really a morning-type person, Geraldine.
I know. Skylar, perhaps you can enlighten me about something.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you can tell me why Raven is so terribly interested in that friend of yours from Switzerland, Jefferson Brown.
Jeff Brown?
Yes, she seems to be so curious about him. As well as the man he used to work for, Fowler Wilcox. I think you must have mentioned at one time or another that I had known Fowler. And she began to ply me with all sorts of questions about him.
Well, I think I know the reason for that. It's because of Fowler Wilcox's son, that nosy detective, Damian Tyler. The man is absolutely obsessed about that period in Washington, and I don't mind telling you that Raven and I are sick to death of his eternal questions over it.
I don't think it's entirely unnatural that he would want to know all he could about his father's friends and associates.
No, I don't either. But there is a limit to how much we will put up of his interrogations. And to be honest with you, Geraldine, if I were he, I'd keep a much lower profile than he has, what with having a father who was a traitor to his country.
Oh, now, Skylar.
No, I'm sorry. I've got very little patience for a man who's got so little respect for his family's history that he won't even use his father's name.
It's a little early in the day for such a vehemence, isn't it?
Not for this subject, it isn't. But I don't mind telling you it's not going to go on much longer. He's not going to be bothering us any longer. I went and I spoke to his superior. And I told him about this harassment, and it is going to... What do I pay Spencer for anyway? Hello. Yes, to see. Well, yes, as a matter of fact, that's very interesting news. You just made my day. Thank you. Goodbye. Well, Geraldine, it seems that the news of the day is not so glum after all.
How so?
Oh, that was a friend who just called me, someone who works at the Monticello Star. Gavin Wiley has just been arrested.
Hey, man, get me another pack of cigarettes, will you?
Hold your horses.
Gavin, I am truly sorry.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Tide. Women who count on cleaning put their trust in Tide. And by Comet, the cleanser that disinfects as it cleans.
Boy, the garbage that gets dumped in my sink and those food stains, they're tough to clean. But you know what else is in there? Germs. So I don't just clean with any cleanser. I cometize. That's the best kind of clean a sink can get, because Comet gets out tough, greasy food stains better than any leading cleanser. And look, it disinfects, too. If a cleanser doesn't do all that, it doesn't get a sink clean enough for me.
Comet with Chloranol cleans rings around other cleansers. It even gets out tough, greasy food stains they leave behind, and it kills most household germs. That's Cometized.
Comet cleans better, and it disinfects, too. So why just clean your sink? Go all the way to Cometized.
Isn't this awful? Peanut butter here, and jelly here, and charcoal all over here. That's going to be a toughie to clean. Well, I'm going to make it even tougher by tying this up about this tight. I want you to see that dirt can't hide from Extra Action Tide. Now, both sleeves are clean, see? No peanut butter, no jelly. And what about inside the nut? Ta-da! Look at how clean. Now you've seen what Tide can do. And it does it on lots of cleaning problems. The real toughies. The extra action in Tide means dirt can't hide.
I really hate to see you in here like this, Gavin, but you must understand there was just no other way out.
Yeah, I know. There's not much here in the way of hospitality, but sit down. I'm out of beer.
Thanks. Look, Gavin...
Hold it. There's, one thing I want to say first. You gave me one break. Maybe one that I didn't deserve. There was no way that I could expect a second one. You did what you had to do. I know that.
Well, thanks. It makes me feel better.
I should have taken the money you gave me and gotten on that bus to L.A. That's what I was gonna do, but...
But what?
I just couldn't. I had to see Jody one last time.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And maybe, just maybe I really wanted to get caught. Maybe I realized all along that it was useless to run, to try to keep on running. I couldn't do that forever.
Well, they would have caught you eventually.
Calvin, how did you know I was at the dance studio?
I got a phone call, man.
Anonymous?
Yeah, I couldn't tell anything about the voice, except it was a woman.
Someone out there doesn't like me.
Like I said, it may end up that they did you a favor in the long run.
Calvin, I'm going to tell you something else. I'm not going to tell them that I went to your place the other night and that you helped me out. And I don't want you to be dumb enough to tell them yourself. And the only reason I'm bringing it up is because I know how stupid you can be sometimes, you know?
You know, I actually missed your insults.
Well, you made up for it. You made the collar, didn't you?
Come on, don't remind me, all right? Look, I don't know how this sounds, but I really feel that this could actually be the best thing for you. I mean, for your own sake. You said yourself, you can only run so far, so long. And anyway, look, anything could happen between now and the trial.
Like what?
How the hell should I know like what? They might not even find you guilty.
But I am guilty, Calvin. I shot Gunther. That's the fact, Jack, and I can't deny that. I wish I could rewind the past and play it differently. But I can't. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. You know, for a while I thought someone else was responsible. I even thought I had some evidence, but it was all wrong. I came up with nothing.
You've just got to hang on, Gavin. I mean, there must be some way, something.
There is no way. I am responsible, and they will make me pay for it.
You have provocation. Now, that makes a difference to a jury. What you need, my friend, is a damn good lawyer to make them understand that.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Sure does. Nelson Bannister. How's that hit you?
Like a ton of bricks. I still can't believe this is happening.
Yeah, neither can I. I never thought I'd see the day when my name would be first on that door. You know what this means?
What?
I am no longer second. I am number one.
Oh, so that's why you wanted a partner, so that you could get top billing?
Hey, can you think of a better reason?
Well, there it is.
Oh, yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Nice job. Send us your bill, okay? But, no, you got the address, Nelson and Bannister.
Thanks for nothing.
Hey, don't be so upset. You know, it's Christmas time. You're on our list.
Nelson and Bannister.
Dee Dee, well, I just want you to know how happy I am you decided to join this partnership with me.
Thanks, Cliff.
Really, I'm very honored. You have quite a reputation. Almost a reputation like...
Number one?
Well, I mean, you know, in a short time, you created quite a stir down in the courts. You know that the judges quake in their robes when you walk in? They say, oh, here she comes. Bannister, the battling barrister.
All right, Cliff.
No, really. You know, with your brains and my looks, we could go far.
Thanks, I think.
Hello, Dee Dee. Hello, Clifford. The calla lilies are in bloom again.
Mitzi. You're early. Champagne celebration doesn't start till about 4. It's BYOC, by the way.
What's BYOC?
Bring your own champagne, right, Cliff?
Yeah, right.
How did you know I had something to celebrate, huh?
Not you. Us. Ta-da! Nelson and...
Bannister.
My gosh! This is your first official day as partners. Right, that makes this day very significant.
I don't know about the rest of the day, but it's off to a very good start.
Well, my day started off very good when I saw this ad in the paper.
Yeah, what ad?
Yeah, Monticello Star, see?
Are you an actor? Acting school and repertory company now forming in Monticello. Scholarships available. Call 555-9991.
So?
So I sat myself right down and I called 555-9991.
So?
So I have an appointment, and I'm on my way down there right now to see about it. I can't believe it. An acting school and a repertory company right here in Monticello. This could be my big chance, you guys.
Listen, roommate, I think you'd better find out how much it's going to cost you first.
Yes, and Miss Hepburn, don't sign any long-term payment contracts, no matter what they offer you.
Maybe I could get a scholarship. Hey, Cliff, how do I get a scholarship?
Don't ask me. I never had a scholarship in my life.
Nelson and Bannister.
Hi, it's Calvin. Look, did I hear you correctly? Did you say Nelson and Bannister?
That's right. Cliff and I have decided to join forces. Today is our first day as a team.
Well, congratulations to you. That's wonderful, really. Especially now.
Why especially now?
Well, because I think Cliff is going to need all the help he can get for his new client, Gavin Wiley. Dee Dee, it really does not look good for him at all.
Regular pantyhose priced under $2? Move over, because now there's new Hanes 2 sheer pantyhose priced at $2.25. The big difference is in the looks. Compare. Out of the pack, this leading brand looks like this. Hanes 2 like this. And the beautiful look you see here is the beautiful look they'll see on your legs. In sheer, control top, and light support. New Hanes 2, starting at $2.25. You'll like the looks you get. And so will they.
when your lights go out.
Where's the flashlight?
In that drawer. But it's been there for ages.
It'll never work.
Sure it will. It's got Duracell batteries in it.
These Duracell batteries have been in storage for 2 years. Will they work? Yes. And in test after test after test, 2-year-old Duracell batteries worked every time. Duracell. The copper top battery. No regular battery looks like it.
Or lasts like it.
You are so beautiful. But you are so nosy. Curiosity almost killed you once. Oh, am I not to be spared today? Now, look, I told Chief Mallory that
Hey, take it easy, Mr. Whitney. Now, look, I already talked to Chief Mallory. He told me about your visit and your complaint. He seems to think you have a legitimate gripe, so here I am to talk to you about it at his request.
I've got nothing more to say to you, Tyler. You are not welcome here, and I would like to be assured that this is the last visit that you will pay to my house.
Sure, as long as there aren't any more robberies.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you consider yourself quite an expert on burglaries, don't you? Well, it's my idea that the only burglary that interests you is one that concerns my wife. Isn't that true? Isn't that the reason you've been harassing us?
That is ridiculous.
Well, let me tell you something. I know how to protect my possessions. And let me tell you something else. You are done with harassing me and my wife. Get it? Done. Finished. I hope Chief Mallory made that clear.
Chief Mallory made it very clear, and he asked me to tell you in person. So I guess I won't be bothering you with any more queries about Jefferson Brown, Mr. Whitney.
Good. My friend Jeff Brown is dead. Let him rest in peace.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm not really sure that he has a right to that yet.
Just who do you think you are, Tyler? Stop playing God.
I'm Fowler Wilcox's son. My father is dead. And I cannot believe that that man's soul can rest in peace as long as this lie that he's a traitor goes unchallenged.
Oh, yeah? How do you plan on challenging this lie?
I know that Jefferson Brown took those documents. And I'm going to prove it, Mr. Whitney, if I have to go all the way to the Alps and find that man's body myself. Just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
That Jefferson Brown is really dead, Mr. Whitney.
5 years ago, my only exercise was running around after Davy. Now, Davy's running to keep up with me. Boy, has my life changed for the better.
5 years ago, I read the letters to the editor. Now I write them. That's some change.
And 5 years ago, I used a box of this, a bottle of that, or a sheet of something else to get laundry clean and soft. Today, I use Bold 3 detergent plus fabric softener. It cleans, softens, and controls static cling all in one box. That's a change for the better. Look, Bold 3 is a powerful detergent. Can you tell which socks ran through the mud? I mean, that's clean. But why stop at clean? Bold 3's got a full-strength fabric softener, so my towels come out downright snuggly. And see? No annoying static cling. Fact is, 5 years ago, I never would have believed one box of detergent could clean, soften, and control static. That's quite a change.
A change for the better. Bold 3.
Howdy! Another new floor?
Hi, Minnie. No, this tile's the color my floor is supposed to be.
Well, looks like dirt's got all scuffed in.
And dulled its true colors.
To show your floor's true colors, clean it with Spick and Span.
On no wax?
Works great. It cleans deep into crevices and lifts out scuffed-in dirt that can dull your floor's true colors.
But is it safe for my floor?
No liquid cleaner's safer.
That's the floor I fell in love with.
Spick and Span helps your floor show its true colors.
Geraldine, I have to admit it, I'm delighted to be back.
No more than I, and I'm not alone. Our viewers are responding with pleasure. As a matter of fact, I've received any number of phone calls ever since the rumor that you were returning to WMON.
What rumor?
Dear, I'm afraid I let it slip before you said yes.
Accidentally, of course.
Oh, my, yes.
All right.
In any case, now we can announce it officially. I hope you don't mind if we make it sort of a media event.
No, fine, if you think it'll help.
Mrs. Saxon, there's someone here to see you.
Good morning, Mrs. Saxon. Nancy.
Miss Bryson?
A nice surprise to see you this morning.
Nancy, we need some publicity photos of you here in the studio. And I thought the ideal person to take them was your friend, Miss Bryson.
I think that's a very good idea.
She's all yours, my dear.
If you don't mind, Mrs. Saxon, I'd like to suggest a picture of the two of you together first.
Oh, well, all right. If you just tell me where to look.
Well, why not up in front of the logo?
Good idea.
Just talk to each other. Like you're working. Okay. The lens cap, Valerie. That's nice. Yeah, just relax. Good, that's all I need.
There we are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get on with the day. I'm troubleshooting this morning.
Troubleshooting?
Yes. And the first person I'm going to shoot is someone in the lighting department who's been giving me trouble.
I think where you are is fine. Just look like you're working or talking.
Valerie, have you given any more thought to what we were discussing last night at dinner? You know, about questioning Jim Diedrichson?
How could I not think about it, Nancy? I guess I really should give Jim a test, but it makes me feel so sneaky.
No, you should not feel that way at all. Valerie, this is for your protection as much as anything else.
Oh, okay.
Really, there should be some questions about his claims. I mean, if you want to find out the truth, it's for your own sake as well. Look, if you want the truth, this is the only way to do it.
I think Kelly's more anxious about it than I am. He'd love it if Jim turned out to be a phony.
Well, I think you know why he feels so strongly about it.
Yeah, I do. And I'm flattered. But he's giving it too much importance. But anyway, I promised him that I would question Jim, and I will. I'll just ask him. Do you remember that old caretaker, Rumpelstiltskin?
Well, I'm not going to pull any punches. I don't think I'll be able to get you out of here on bail.
I figured as much.
Well, the judge figures that you were a fugitive once, you might be a fugitive again.
In other words, I'm a bad risk.
Yeah. Well, I'll try, though. I'll make a lot of noise. Do you have any... Oh, Mike.
Hello, Cliff.
How you doing? Gavin Wiley. This is Mike Carr. He's the district attorney.
How are you, Gavin?
Surviving, Mr. Carr.
I was just discussing with Gavin the possibility
Cliff,
of...
before you say anything at all, I want you to know that I'm here to ask Gavin a few questions.
Of course, I thought that's why you would come here.
I waited until you had legal counsel, Gavin, and I'd say that you're well represented.
I think so.
I hope that you're going to cooperate in every way you can.
Sure.
Good. Then I want you to consider this kind of an informal inquiry. I've been going over the statement you made to the police, and there's a particular part of it I'd like you to clarify.
Yes, sir.
You claim that you struggled with Gunther Wagner for possession of the gun?
That's right.
And that when the gun went off, Gunther's finger was on the trigger?
Yeah.
Gavin, I think you should reconsider that. And I think you should talk about this with Cliff, too. It's only fair to tell you that it's going to be a key part in the case for the prosecution.
Just a minute. I've already explained the police report to him.
Well,
I don't think...
Cliff, you know that there is ample evidence, physical evidence, that Gunther's fatal wound was caused by a gunshot fired from at least 10 feet away into the victim. Now, that doesn't jibe with your story of a hand-to-hand struggle for the gun.
I'm telling you the way it happened. We did struggle for the gun, and it did go off at close range.
Well, I hope you're aware that if you persist in this story, the jury may come to another conclusion. They may decide that there was less provocation than you maintain. And I've got to be honest with you. It's going to be my duty as prosecutor to point out the logic of that conclusion.
Mike, don't you think I'm being a little hard on him?
Cliff, I'm just asking Gavin to think it over very carefully. And you should, too. Guard. It may make a lot of difference in the severity of your sentence, Gavin.
So what you're really saying is I'm better off if I lie!
America's typical food basket is changing, and Mazola corn oil can be part of it. Today's diet has more lean meats, salads, and more fresh vegetables. That's where Mazola corn oil comes in. It's 100% pure corn oil. It's low in saturated fats with no cholesterol. And no leading oil tastes lighter. Remember, this tells you it isn't sunflower or soybean oil, but the only leading brand made from the goodness of corn. Mazola corn oil. Make it part of your food basket.
Hey, Joe, your mother make those cookies? Huh? Are they butter chips. My mom uses them. I love peanut butter. Ready a jelly donut. A cupcake. Rhubarb pie. Rhubarb pie.
For great peanut butter taste in all kinds of cookies, Reese's peanut butter flavored chips. They're made with real peanuts. Nobody gives up cookies made with Reese's.
Tonight at 6, reporter Jack McGee is forbidden to pursue his obsession with finding the Green Monster and the Incredible Hulk. Then at 7, Fred plays legal counselor for Lamont in traffic court on Sanford and Son.
So glad Mrs. Saxon asked me to take these publicity photos. If it weren't for one small dilemma in my life, everything would be just fine.
Well, that can be easily corrected, Valerie. Do you have any plans to see Jim Diedrichson?
Well, nothing definite, but he asked me to have dinner with him next week.
Do you know how to reach him?
Yeah, he gave me a phone number.
Well, then why don't you just call him and accept the invitation?
Because Kelly is going to be furious.
Kelly will understand that this is just another way of getting information.
You're right. But why wait till dinner? I should just do it and get it over with. Can I use his phone?
By all means.
Oh, I hope he's there. I don't want to go through this.
Hello?
Hi, Jim. This is Valerie.
Oh, hi, Valerie. I was hoping you'd call. And I hope you're going to accept my dinner invitation.
Well, actually, that's not why I'm calling. Listen, I have been driving myself crazy all day trying to remember something.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, you know how it is when you forget a name, and no matter how hard you try, you can't dredge it out of your memory?
Yeah, but what can I do to help you?
I think you're the only person who can help me, because it's someone from the clinic in Lucerne.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, I hope my memory doesn't fail me as well.
I was thinking about the caretaker at Daddy's clinic. You remember him, of course.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, you had a nickname for him. It's something funny, and it's right on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't recall it.
Sure, how could I forget?
So you do remember?
Yeah. His name was, Rumpelstiltskin. He was the little elf in the fairy story.
That's it. Rumpelstiltskin. How could I forget?
Well, it has been 3 years. Okay, how about dinner next week?
Yes. Fine. I'd like that.
Terrific. I'm looking forward to it. Look, I've got to go. There's somebody at the door. All right? Bye, Val. Hello.
How do you do, I'm sure. I talked to you on the phone. I'm Mixie Martin.
Oh, hi, Miss Martin.
Hi. I've come in response to your ad in the Monticello Star.
Oh, well, you can be sure that you're going to get very special attention. You are my very first applicant.
It sneaks up on you, grabs you, shakes you. The uncontrolled cough. Now there's Benylin from Park Davis. Benylin, a strong, effective, unique cough suppressant by prescription only for 29 years. Use as directed. It's proved safe for your family. Now permitted for sale over the counter. Ask your pharmacist. Benylin, same full prescription strength without a prescription.
Watch something amazing.
KBS, Burlington, Philadelphia.